What's going on, everybody? We're here today looking at the film that everybody seems to love to hate, Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. Is it really that bad? Let's get into it. So first off, I would just like to say the one I'm looking at, the version, is the Ultimate Edition, because this is the one that is the better version. It gives you extra little tidbits like deleted scenes from the theatrical version, and it really does make it a better movie. And I absolutely love how this film kicks off with, like, from Bruce Wayne and other people down below's perspective of the Superman and Zod battle at the end of Man of Steel. It really just shows the absolute destruction, chaos and undoubtable innocent deaths that would have occurred during this whole thing. And I definitely think it gives enough reasoning to this Bruce on why he wants to take out Superman. So we see someone is going after this kryptonite rock somewhere in like Bahamas or something, and we go along with Lewis on this journalistic mission in Africa, which we do get to see later on in the film is actually set up to frame Superman. And I do know this isn't necessarily a Batman film, but he does have an integral part in here, which is why I am talking about this. And I do love how we first see Batman here. It really gives the vibe that this thing, Batman, is something to be afraid of. If you've seen this guy coming and you've done something wrong, you'd probably lose a few pounds. This bat will mess you up. It is without a doubt my favourite interpretation of the Batman that I have seen on screen. The dark, prudent, super menacing version of Batman, very similar to Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns. This is a broken man that leaves a lot of room for development, and just curious as to why he has turned into this. And finally, this guy has got a voice changer to, hide his identity. Jeremy Irons' Alfred is a really also nice compliment here to this Bruce Wayne and Batman. Some really great interactions in between the two of them. And this version of Alfred is actually like a great hand to Batman. He actually really does help him on the field. And he isn't just a butler. Lex, on the other hand, I think collectively, whether you don't like this film or you do like this film, I think for the most part, people don't like this version of Lex. Yes, it's the son of the Lex Luthor, but just very unmenacing. And a lot of the times throughout this film, to me, it seems like a kid doing an impression of the Heath Ledger Joker from Christopher Nolan's Batman. It's just cringy as anything at times. In this film, because essentially, to me, this is basically like instead of Man of Steel 2, we have Superman who's still trying to figure out his place in this world. He's just trying to do his best helping these people, but it ain't made easy by the setups. And he's concerned about this Bat vigilante going around. And we do actually get to see Clark Kent here doing some journalism. Again, because Warner Brothers is just so incredibly smart. And, Henry Cavill is just such a terrible Superman that we probably won't really be getting him much again, even if at all. Who knows at this point? Them certainly don't. So when Lex is holding this party, which I think he basically knows, I think who Batman and who Superman is. And obviously we get that interaction, the first interaction between the two of them at this party. But we do get to see a little introduction to Wonder Woman, played by the lovely Gal Gadot. And when I first heard that she was going to be playing this role, I really didn't buy it. I was really quite unhappy. To be playing this like supposedly big powerhouse Amazonian, and it didn't really go well. But in this film, it definitely really surprised me and shut me up. I think she does absolutely fantastic. As I say, it really surprises, kicks some major ass, and she's a great compliment to this Trinity. And say what you like about Snyder. I know some people really just don't like him in terms of like directing and things, but he is just, with the visuals, is just fantastic. I know as well some people don't really like the whole Messiah imagery of Superman, but I think you get some incredible shots here of Superman saving these people. And again, I just think it shows really well that this guy is just trying to do what he can, to help these people and just to feel a part of the world that he's on. But it just never seems to be enough because most people are just so terrified of him, of the sheer power he has. Mr. Wayne has a lot of really messed up dreams. And yet another great part of this film, because I do think that this film has a lot of amazing things in it. One of which is being the Knightmare sequence. I loved this when I was in the cinema watching on the massive screen. It's my first little introduction to how just brutal this Batman really can be. And yeah, it's just amazing. It's a bit weird seeing Batman firing guns and everything, but I do think it goes and fits well with the situation that's going on. It makes sense, really, to do that. And as well, once he wakes up from this nightmare, we do get to see the Flash that has come to see him and to warn him of Superman, that he was correct and that Lois is the key. Because we get, again, another great action or chase sequence here. We get to see the Batmobile, this version of the Batmobile. And shock, horror, I absolutely love this one. It's like just a huge badass tank, massive turrets coming out of it. And again, if you just see it, you're going to run a million miles. And yeah, I know some people don't like the fact that this version of Batman definitely kills people. To be honest though, I quite like this. Again, this is a Batman completely off the rails and I absolutely loved it. Stopped by Superman, we get these two juggernauts facing off. And well, to be honest, the fight was kind of disappointing to me. I mean, it looks really cool, no doubt. But really, they just throw each other around for 5 minutes. And I know, a little bit disappointing, but again, it looks super cool. And I guess entertaining enough. This part of the film, though, does give its highly divisive parts here with, again, the name Martha. Personally, I don't find the big issue. It kind of tells Batman, this guy or thing isn't an alien, just mindless killer. He has a mother who he loves and he wants to protect. As I say, though, I don't get the hate. A lot of people really don't like this bit. But for me, I quite liked it. But do let us know in the comments your thoughts. The one thing I didn't actually like about this film is just how sudden Batman is all buddy-buddy with Superman. And he promises that Martha will not die tonight. And we get my favourite part of this film, the Batman warehouse fight scene. And it is gloriously brutal. I was just watching and loving every single minute that this was on. It was absolutely incredible. Shot just so amazingly well. Action actually done really good. Seriously, this scene alone kind of makes up for the pitfalls previously in the film. It's so badass and I was just and as I say, so beautifully brutal. So we come to the big finale here where they end up having to fight Doomsday. It was just incredibly explosive and absurdly just destructive and a little bit much for me because this would have just absolutely obliterated Metropolis and everyone in it. But I get it had to be big and it definitely was. And for me, in this part of the film, Wonder Woman really takes the shine here. And she saves Batman's life. So, respects. And of course, on top of Doomsday and everything else that's been crammed in here, we get the death of Superman. Or do we? But yeah, I feel this is the film's biggest downfall. It's just trying to cram so much into this film. And, I think Zack Snyder in this film just doesn't get the respect he deserves for it. I really doubt it was his decision to be cramming all this stuff in. They would have told him, we want this in, because we're trying to catch up with Marvel, and he just had to do it. And I think he done the best that he could. And in case it wasn't actually clear when I'm saying Warner Brothers smart, I'm not serious. They have really just knocked up the whole DCEU. They don't know what they're doing. They're just throwing at the wall and just seeing what sticks. And quit trying to be like Marvel. Because that's where it all started. Yes, this film has its slow moments. Some bits don't make a whole lot of sense, and certain things are a bit daft. But for me, there's definitely more than enough awesome stuff in here. And I really do invite you, if you haven't seen it for a bit because you didn't like it, whatever, go back and check it out. It just looks amazing, and I think you'll appreciate, maybe find more things to appreciate in here than maybe you did originally. And for me, I got to give this a 7 bats out of 10. Bring the hate. So, do you like it? Or maybe did you not like it? Please do let us know in the comments your thoughts on this film. I'd be very interested to hear them. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. Make sure you do hit that like button and do subscribe for more. Why not check out this video that you may enjoy.